Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York. Global Issues News Headlines.
November 2nd, 9:31 America, New York, Hurricane Otis and the indifference toward the children of Acapulco. Acapulco, Mexico, November 2nd, IPS, Acapulco is a paradise. A port of golden sunsets, toasted sand, and deep blue sea. Its dream beaches captivated the hearts of Elvis Presley and Elizabeth Taylor.
Global Issues News Headlines.
November 2nd, 9:13 America, New York, Ant Guterres in Nepal, transitional justice to the fore. Kathmandu, Nepal, November 2nd, IPS. Many observers found it intriguing that UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres would want to spend 3 full days in Nepal even as Israel was carpet-bombing Gaza. Read the full story, Ant Guterres in Nepal. Transitional justice to the fore, on globalissues.org. Right pointing arrow. Mirror World News.
November 2nd, 8:10 America, New York. Brit Grand Michelle Fayers stabbed to death in Italy. May have been killed in her sleep. Michelle Fayers, 66, lived in the idyllic rural Italian village of Verratti, with Michael Whitbread before she was found dead with 7 knife wounds in her back.
New York Times World News.
November 2nd, 8:10 America, New York, Russia pulled out of a nuclear test ban treaty. Here's what that means. Russia, in quitting the agreement, removed another brick in the wall of formal arms control intended to limit proliferation. Copyright. Associated Press photo. The Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev left, shaking hands with President Ronald Reagan at a conference in Geneva in November 1985.
Wall Street Journal World News.
November 2nd, 8:10 America, New York, Tech, Media and Telecom Roundup, Market Talk. Find insight on NetEase, Bharti Airtel and more in the latest market talks covering the tech, media and telecom sector.
Wall Street Journal World News.
November 2nd, 8:10 America, New York, for Jeep's hometown, 6-week strike was barely a speed bump. Toledo, Ohio, like other former industrial hubs, has diversified from its focus on auto production to other areas such as solar energy, education and healthcare.
Wall Street Journal World News.
November 2nd, 8:06 America, New York, BOE leaves key interest rate unchanged. The Bank of England's policymakers left their key interest rate at 5.25%, but said they don't expect to ease policy soon. The Independent.
November 2nd, 8:03 America, New York. What we know about the Maine mass shooting. A children's party, an Army reservist and 18 dead. It was by all accounts a normal Wednesday night in Lewiston, Maine, until it was rocked by the latest horrific act of gun violence in America, Rachel Sharp reports.
PowerPost.
November 2nd, 8:02 America, New York, Michigan Dems pass pared-back abortion rights package. They made concessions to gain the support of a lone member of their party.
The Independent.
November 2nd, 8:02 America, New York. Man dies weeks after receiving world's second pig heart transplant. Navy veteran Lawrence Fossett, 58, survived for 6 weeks post-operation. Copyright. University of Maryland School of Medicine.
Wall Street Journal World News. November 2nd, 8 o'clock America, New York, the art of taking the F-bombs out of Yellowstone. Removing curse words and taboo images allowed CBS to introduce a hit show to a huge new audience. Wall Street Journal World News.
November 2nd, 7:58 America, New York, Energy and Utilities Roundup, Market Talk. Find insight on Shell, Origin Energy and more in the latest market talks covering the energy and utilities sector.
The Washington Times Stories. Advocacy.
November 2nd, 7:54 America, New York, Cedar Fair and Six Flags will merge to create a playtime powerhouse in North America. Cedar Fair and Six Flags are merging, creating an expansive amusement park operator with operations spread across 17 U.S. states and 3 countries.
WorldCBSNews.com.
November 2nd, 7:54 America, New York, Israeli forces advance on Gaza as hundreds of Americans appear set to leave. Israel says its forces faced fierce resistance from Hamas militants at Gaza City as hundreds of Americans looked set to depart Gaza and cross the border into Egypt.
Wall Street Journal World News.
November 2nd, 7:53 America, New York, Financial Services Roundup, Market Talk. Find insight on Ingrop, Asia Sermkey leasing and more in the latest market talks covering the financial services sector.